Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much. Sane, please state your full name before the commission.
Nena satu raksa santa.
Man maa ngi tudd Makumba Sane.
Makumba Sane are my names.
What is your address?
Nena fotega.
Banjul.
Banjul. I reside.
Sane, what is your educational background?
Nena lan moy sa xam-xam bi ci jàng bi fo
maa ngi demoon St. Augustine's High School.
I went to St. Augustine's High School.
Dem ba sixth form jël A levels.
To sixth form and I took A level.
Foofu laa jeexale.
That is where I ended my education.
And then I work at the National Audit Office for 1 year.
Then I started working at the National Audit for 1 year.
In what capacity?
Nena foofu loo nekkoon di def foofu.
Audit training.
Audit training.
Audit trainee?
Yes, wow.
Were you working there or? You were there on attachment?
Nena danga on di liggéey foofu wala da nga finance wala am nga ay qualification wala experience in finance?
No, for A levels laa def accounting.
No, I did accounting for
economics and management.
A levels.
Moom laa def.
Economics and management.
Where?
A level, St. Augustine's High School.
St. Augustine's High School.
You take your time. There is accounting as a course in high school.
In accounting, but I on course in high school.
High school.
Part of the subjects you were doing.
And all book and subjects.
Wow, accounting, wow.
Yes.
Mr. Mane, but what you were saying seems to be very misleading. When you say you do A levels in accounting, that will be misleading.
And all the so ahead of many young people.
These are your
So
high school
A level
subjects you were doing,
Ma'am?
right? No, sorry, business management, you have 49D. Economics, you had D. General paper, D. I mean, all because the subjects you have done, they're all D, correct?
Then I can't find any subjects in am yep jël nga ko ci exam D nga fa am.
No. maa ngi am account C.
I have accounts.
No, I'm reading from what you have given me.
Nee na li ko jox foofu la nekk di seet loolu la moo jàng.
dafa boobu mock exam ngi di.
That was the mock exam. I have.
I'm just saying, and this one you have given me.
Nee na li ko jox loolu la nekk. nga nekkoon dafa def.
That does not qualify you to be an accountant.
nee na yooyu taxut nga am qualification pour nga nekk accountant.
Right? So
No, man waxuma ne accountant laa de.
I don't say that I am an accountant.
no, I mean the way you were saying it will want to perhaps you were suggesting, it appears as if there was a course in Sebastian, perhaps a separate course from the normal high school curriculum or syllabus that would be different from that will give you a special qualification. You would just do the normal course.
dafa mel ni ne Sénégal am na curriculum yi nga xam ne boobu moom dafa nekk pour accounting la nee na commission bi loolu la war wone.
déedéet man li ma explain mooy dama ko def St. Augustine's laa jeexalee.
What I was explaining was that I finished my school at St. Augustine's.
ma def A levels foofu.
I did the A level there.
Do you have a post qualification in any institution apart from St. Augustine's High School?
nee na su dul St. Augustine's na am nga post qualification bi nga xam ne def nga ko si benn institute.
déedéet.
No.
That is what we are interested in.
nee na yooyu lañ gën a bëgg a pour xam.
And your work experience, apart from being an audit trainee for 1 year, what else?
nee na léegi si liggéey bi wax nga ne yaa ngi nekkoon audit trainee for 1 year nee na apart from boobu ak lan.
déedéet amoo benn experience.
No, I have no other experience.
You gave a statement on the 3rd of October 2023. Do you recall this?
nee na octobre bu amee ñetti fan 2023 da nga joxe woon statement nee na ndaa yaa ngi fàttaliku loolu.
waaw.
Yes.
Now we will show you the statement. Please confirm being the author of that statement.
nee na léegi nañ la jox statement bi mu comme ni ñu la ko joxee nga seet nga confirm daa bii mooy sa statement bi daa déet wala déet.
Is that your statement, sir?
nee na ndaa sa statement bi la.
waaw.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Makumba Sane. The date is 3rd of October 2023 to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
nee na léegi amoon li ñu ko def mooy dañ koo dugal ci commission bi mu nekk serende boobu.
The statement dated the 3rd of October 2023 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LTC/BCC/MS/001.
As the commission pleases. So, Sane, you've worked for the Banjul City Council.
nee na liggéey nga Banjul City Council.
waaw.
Yes.
When was this?
nee na lii kañ la woon.
2019.
2019.
2019.
waaw.
Yes.
In what capacity?
nee na loo fa nekkoon wala lan mooy sa liggéey foofu.
council advisor pour ma aider council.
council advisor.
Who were you advising?
nee na koo nekkoon di advice foofu.
mooy council bi CEO bi ak mayor bi.
council CEO and the mayor.
Now, how were you appointed or contracted to be the council advisor?
nee na yow pour nga mën a nekk council advisor naka nga amee liggéey boobu wala naka lañ la jëlee woon si liggéey boobu.
2018. mayor bi mu ñëwee dafa senoon dafa amoon a task force.
When the mayor came, he had a task force.
So task force boobu dama si doon contribute voluntarily.
And I was contributing voluntarily to that said task.
council bi seen liggéey.
That was a task force to review the former council's work.
How did you know that there was a task force set up by the mayor?
nee na yow naka nga demee ba yëg ne dafa am foofu task force bi nga xam ne mayor moo ko taxawal foofu.
man maa ngi fa woon because man maa mayor ñun ñoo àndoon.
I was there because I accompanied mayor therein.
bi moo campagne ak ba mu winee yëpp ba pare.
I was going together with him when he was doing his campaign and after his win or defeat.
You were in the mayor's campaign team.
nee na da nga nekkoon si mayor's campaign team.
waaw.
Yes.
As what?
nee na lan nga woon foofu.
man maa yoon campaign manager.
I was the campaign manager.
Okay, please proceed. Then after that,
nee na ci kaw loolu.
moom si la constitute
we need you to draw yourself closer to the
nee na dañ la
microphone.
bëgg a dégg comme ni may déggee.
si la constitute team boobu mooy di task force.
That was the time she constituted that team, the task force.
mu jël prominent Banjulians ñoom ñoo nekkoon si task force boobu.
And she appointed prominent Banjulians who were in that task force.
What do you mean prominent?
nee na soo nee prominent Banjulians loo mean si loolu.
mooy well known Banjulians rek ku mel ni Ndene Senghor.
Like the people who are very well, or those who are well known in Banjul, for instance, one.
ne doomi Banjul lañ bugg nañ Banjul ràññee nañ ci yëfi Banjul.
nga ne doomi ku mel ni kan.
ku mel ni Ndene Senghor moom moo.
Ndene Senghor
waaw.
Okay.
waaw.
Go ahead.
ñoom ñoo ne ko ñoom ñoo amee woon task force boobu.
Those are the people who were involved or responsible for the said task force.
How many of you?
nee na yéen ñaata la woon.
déedéet ñoom ñoo ko amee woon de man. dama doon volontaire rek.
No, they are, those people are in charge or responsible. The conclusion or the end of the task force.
si la ñu recommend si la mayor bi ak kii ñu recommend ne nañ ma jël appointment as council advisor.
That was the time when mayor and the others were recommended me for me to be appointed as an advisor.
On what basis were you appointed as an advisor?
nee na si ban yoon lañ la jëli nga nekk advisor.
on what basis.
Yes.
mooy dañ ma appoint.
do between them and the people of Banjul.
And what are those?
nee na liggéey yooyu mooy yan.
mooy li ñu war a defal askani Banjul provide leen li Banjul soxla rek.
For them, just to assist them on exactly what they need to do.
na dëkk bi set.
Excuse me. What they need to do in Banjul.
dëkk bi leer li laagoon yooyu yëpp.
To clean the town and to see to it that everything is going normally.
And you have experience in this?
nee na yow am nga xam-xam si loolu kon.
de aw ma ci xam-xam ne lu ma jàng waaye loo xam ne lu war a am la su ko nit gisee di nga xam ne lii askan bi soxla nañ ni oo Banjul soxla na lii.
Yes, although I don't have that experiment from school or any learning course, but as far as what people need, if you see it, you'll know that exactly this is what people need.
If that is the case, then you need an advisor.
nee na kon su fekkee ne li nga waxee noonu la kon jàpp nga ñu ut advisor sax.
If everyone can just see it and then know what should be done, then they expect you to have an advisor.
nee na su fekkee ne ku nekk li nga gis wala da nga gis nga xam ne lii lañu war a def wala lii moo baax kon jàpp nit am advisor.
You have any other reason?
nee na beneen reason nga am.
déedéet man ñoom si ñoom benn xel du xel.
Well, for them, one thinking is not, or one mind is cannot.
What does that mean?
nee na loolu lu mu nii.
mooy li mu wax léegi mu ne su fekkee ne loolu la ñëpp xam nañ man bu ma ñëwee ma àndaa ak meyo campagne moom ma gis lim campagne ak lim dig nit ñi.
As you said now, but when I entered or joined mayor for the campaign and I see what the campaign, you see how she carried her campaign and what she promised to the people.
nit ki soo toogee nag di nga soxla na ki la aida oo di la fàttali.
If you see, you will need somebody who is to advise you or remind you.
di la fàttali.
They have councillors.
nee na am na ñooy councillors.
councillors yi ñu ngi fa de waaye ñoom noonu lañ ko gisee mu loolu tax ñu appoint man dew ma forcé ne jël leen ma liggéey.
The councillors are there, but as far as I said, they just decide to appoint me. I don't go there to tell them, please take me for or employ me.
No, that's not true. You lobbied for it.
nee na loolu dégg yow yaa ko topp wala yaa ko ut.
naka laa ko lobee.
How did I lobby?
We will get there.
nee na nañ fa aaga.
Very soon.
nee na du aaga sax.
The issue is,
nee na lu mbir mi mooy.
you were appointed as an advisor.
nee na yow dañ la jël yoon liggéey mun pour nga nekk ñoo xam ne yow yaa nekk ku la di xelal wala advisor.
And we want you to tell the commission
nee na te lu ñu bëgg pour nga wax commission bi mooy.
what you were to advise.
nee na yow looy advice wala looy xelal.
The council or the mayor or the mayoress or the CEO.
council mayor wala CEO.
That the general council cannot do.
li nga xam ne general council mënuñu ko def wala duñ ko mën a def.
What special services were you offering?
nee na loolu la moo laajte yow sa service bi wala sa liggéey bi lan mooy sa service foofu lan nga woon di def.
What special knowledge did you have?
yow ban façon xam-xam nga am.
At the time.
jamono boobu.
What were your special skills?
nee na yow da nga gis ne loo mun ak lan nga jànga.
What were your special experiences?
nee na si liggéey bi lan mooy sa xam-xam si liggéey bi ban liggéey nga xam.
This is what you should convince.
nee na lii mooy pour yow nga leeral commission bi.
déedéet man mayor bi moo campagne maa woon campagne manager.
when the mayoress was doing her campaign I was the campaign manager.
moom am na yaakaar ne kii suñ ko jëlee mu nekk suma advisor dina ma advice ñaax ma.
she have the belief or the hope on me that if I am appointed or I am taken as her advisor, I will advise her accordingly.
te man doomi Banjul la.
And for me, I am a resident of Banjul.
problème yi Banjul xam naa ko.
And I know the problem of Banjul.
The councillors, they know the problem of Banjul.
nee na councillor tamit xam nañ problème Banjul de.
wéediwu ma ne councillor si xam nañ ko.
I don't deny that.
How many councillors? So 9 councillors would not be sufficient.
nee na kon juróom-ñeneenti councillors yooyu doy. wala lu doy.
waaw loolu man xaw ma loolu man. maa determine ne daal doy nañ ndax doy.
I don't know that. I cannot be able to determine whether.
You were only given a position because you were with the mayoress and you were the campaign chairman.
nee na yow pour yombal mbir mi mooy soo gisee ñu jël la jox la place boobu waaw dëgg la comme yow yaa nekkoon campagne manager mayoress bi te yéen a woon di ànd si campagne bi comme ni nga ko waxee.
You had to fit somewhere.
nee na foog ñu dugal la wala xëjal la place.
That's true.
nee na li mooy dëgg bi.
man de.
Is that a true statement?
nee na loolu daal lu war la lu am la wala amut.
man de gisee wu ma ko noonu man si suma gis-gisin.
For me, I don't see it that way. My sin or my belief to it is that.
yaakaar amoon ne li ma ko doon edda.
The trust you have on me, the way. nee na lii mooy sabab bi wala lii mooy dara bi lu tax.
That's what I said.
nee na loolu la waxoon.
man loolu man mënuma ko wax loolu xëy na moom moo ko mun a wax man.
For me, I cannot be able to say so.
man bi ma waxee loolu.
Possible you can say so.
man Banjul laa gis ma ne xaaral ma ñëw contribute suma kuuta.
For me, as I said, I just see Banjul. This is why I was saying, let me just go and play my quota.
Well, if you were not affiliated with the mayor in that regard as the campaign manager.
nee na su fekkee ne yow nekkuloo woon wala bokkuloo woon si moom comme bi nga nekkoon campagne manager.
You wouldn't have been appointed as an advisor.
nee na kon duñ la jël wala duñ la jël sax pour nga nekk advisor.
Because you are not qualified.
parce que amuloo qualification.
Not even one qualification.
nee na benn qualification amuloo ko.
waaw loolu moom man mënuma ko wax.
For that I can't be able to say that.
Look, if you can't be honest to say it,
nee na su fekkee ne mënuloo jub wala doo mën a jub pour wax
you're
ko.
not fit to be an advisor.
nee na waraloo nekk advisor.
man de mënuma fit pour nekk an advisor.
Well, I cannot say that I'm not fit to be an advisor.
man pour ma ngay edda nit.
Because to advise someone
pour mu li mu war a def pour askan bi.
for what that individual is supposed to do for the public.
ma de góoma ne loolu qualification wax nañ ni lii ak lii la.
But for that, I don't believe there will be something like qualification.
man
Me,
si suba gis-gisi
my sins or my beliefs.
gis ne ñu ne ma kaay pour ñu def la advisor nga dimbali ñu di ñu xelal.
I was invited and they said, come and and you became our advisor.
How
You
many
helped us.
of you were in the campaign team?
Nena yen ñaata nekkoon si campaign team.
campaign team bi moom boobu bëri na moom.
There's many people.
The core members.
Nena core members yi.
core members yi campaign team am.
Yes.
Core members in her campaign team.
loolu ñi fa nekkoon Mbay Lo mu fa.
Mbay Lo was there.
Yes.
waaw kana fa nekkoon Ngañ Caam mu fa woon.
Ngañ Caam was there.
Faar Fay mu fa woon.
Faar Fay was there.
Yes.
ñoom yaa nee na ñu fa woon.
Those Yadene were there.
Bari nañ.
There are many.
Mr. Sane, you were given an agreement, correct? By the council.
Nena council dañ la joxoon agreement.
Please dégguma bu baax.
Nena council dañ la joxoon agreement.
Agreement waaw.
Yes.
Do you have that agreement?
Nena agreement boobu ma naa yaa ko amee.
waaw.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see.
Nena mbaabu nañ ko gis.
All three or
Yes, please. We apply tender the following documents. The first is an offer of contract on month-to-month basis as council advisor, dated 2nd of January 2019, addressed to the witness Malcolm Basania. The second is renewal of contract on month-to-month basis, 30th of December 2019, and we have a consultancy agreement on advisory services to the Lord Mayor and Biosec Council to start on the first day of January 2021 to the 31st of December 2023, all to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits.
A consultancy agreement on advisory services to the Lord Mayor and Banjul City Council B.C.C. Effective date being January 2021 to the 31st of December 2023. This is signed by the CEO for Banjul City Council and the witness as advisor. A letter dated the 2nd of January 2019 with reference 1/BCC/P/18/S in bracket C addressed to Mam Kumbasane, and the letter is from Banjul City Council. It has the subject offer contract on month-to-month basis as council advisor. It is signed by the CEO, copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Admin, Acting Director of Finance, Audit Manager, and a file copy is maintained. The last letter is dated the 30th of December 2019. It is from Banjul City Council. It has reference 4/BCC/P/18/S in bracket C, addressed to Mankumbasane, Council's advisor, Banjul City Council. It has the subject renewal of contract on month-to-month basis. It is signed by the CEO. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Deputy CEO, Acting Director of Admin, Acting Director of Finance, Acting Director of Audit, Chairman, Establishment Committee, and a file copy is maintained. These three documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS/002.
Ask Commission, please. Now, your first contract was on a month-to-month basis.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Did you apply for it?
Did it?
No.
It reads, I am pleased to inform you that you have been offered contract as council advisor of council on month-to-month basis, effective today, the 2nd of January to December 2019. You'll be paid a monthly salary and allowance of $20,000. The contract can be terminated by either party upon giving 1 month notice or payment of 1 month salary in lieu of notice. So what were you to advise? Is it a general advice for every issue?
You also advise general advice?
Well, general advice rek loo xam ne gis naa ne lu soxal council bi la o lu soxal Banjul ma wax leen ko ma leen ne leen lii ak lii.
Yes, it's a general advice. Normally, I see to it that whatever is in need of the Banjulians or by council, I do advise them to say this and this.
How many times have you advised council?
Then I advise council.
Advice.
I cannot be able to say how many times I do advise them. It happens sometimes I do advise them to say this is what the public needs. Sometimes I do advise them to say Banjul is dark, try by all means you have lights. And put their good street lights, and the lights you put there sometimes they get off. And sometimes I do advise them for these ballots, I do advise them to say try to look for good vehicles. And sometimes these ballots are plenty in town.
waaw yu mel noonu.
Yes, something like that.
Mr. Sane, you must have had the easiest job in the world.
nee na kon yow nekk nga koo xam ne da nga am liggéey bu gën a yomba si nit ñi yëpp si àdduna
So
bi.
if Banjul needs lights, you tell them, the people, they need lights.
nee na dafa mel ni Banjul suñu soxlaay lampa nga daal di leen advice ne Banjul dañ soxla lampa.
Because they will not know that.
parce que ñoom seen boppa dañu mun a yëg loolu.
It is too technical for them to know.
nee na nekk na loo xam ne tout technical pour ñoom ñu xam ko.
If Banjul needs buy very good trucks or for waste collection, you need to tell them buy good trucks for waste collection.
nee na suñu soxlaay moto yu baax pour jël robis yi wala mbalit yi kon yooyu tamit foog nga xelal leen ñu xam ne waaw dafa jar pour ñu wuti moto yi.
Because it's too technical for them to know.
nee na because nekk na loo xam ne dafa tegal pour ñoom ñu yëg ko wala xam ko.
Because all you are saying here
nee na yëpp li nga xam ne yaa ngi ko wax fii.
is just very basic.
nee na loo xam ne nekkul am na basic sax.
A 10-year-old child in Banjul,
nee na xale bu ndaw bu am fukki at. si
they
biir
know
Banjul
they should not be living in darkness.
nee na war ñoom sax xam nañ ne waruñ dëkk si
They
léeg
know the waste in their house or in their compounds or in the streets should be managed.
te xam nañ tamit ne mbalit yi nga xam ne ñu ngi seen néeg seen kër yi ak seen ak koñ yi yëpp dafa war pour nit manage ko.
That's why I'm struggling
nee na lii moo tax moom si boppam mu ngi jéem
to see
pour mun a gis ne
any special knowledge you have that you are needed in council.
xam-xam bi nga
njëkk ba
what I have said first time
yaakaar bi am foog ne dinaa leen mun a xelal
the trust or the belief they have on me thinking that I can be able to advise them.
loolu tax ñu offer ma appointment bi.
This is why, or that was why I was offered this appointment.
Because you were the campaign manager of the mayor.
Parce que yaa nekkoon campaign manager mayoress bi.
su ma nekkee campagne ma dem mayor bi.
If I am the campaign manager of the mayoress.
Banjul man lu ma soxal la.
Banjul, I am in need of Banjul.
balaa yi fi campagne manager mayor yi dama daan bokk ci activités yi.
Before this campaign of the mayoress, I was involved, or I do involve in many activities.
We are talking about an advisory role.
nee na yaa ngi ñoo affaire advice.
Paid from the public funds.
yi nga xam ne lu ñu la day fay si mbooloo bi la day jógee xaalis mbooloo.
The services you render must be services that are needed.
te xaalis ay waa sa service bi nga xam ne doxal nga foofu war na nekk service bi nga xam ne nit ñi dañ ko soxla.
The reason was you were the campaign manager of the mayor.
nee na dalil bi wala sabab bi mooy lu tax mooy yow yaa nekkoon campagne manager ne yow.
Simple as that.
nee na loolu la mbir bi noonu la.
loolu xëy na ñoom nga ko laaj ñoom ñi ma offer appointment bi.
Yes, I think that should be asked to those who have offered me the said appointment.
waaye si man.
But for me,
ku ñëw ne ma bëgg nañ laa def lii pour nga jàppale ñu si Banjul.
whoever comes to say to me that I want you to assist me in Banjul.
Were you employed before this?
nee na balaa lii da nga nekkoon wala da nga nekkoon di liggéey.
déedéet.
no.
How many years have you served without employment?
nee na ñaata at nga nekk si liggéey boobu.
si ban liggéey.
No. How many years have you served without being employed?
nee na ñaata at nga toog te amuloo liggéey.
boobu yàgg na bi ko man maa ngi woon Europe.
Oh, that is many years because I was in Europe.
Exactly. And that will bring us to the consultancy that was given to you, but we'll come to that. This says you are to advise council.
nee na nañ ñëw si consultant nga xam ne jox nañ ko waaye loolu si kanam la nii lu wax mooy pour nga advice council.
Did you attend council meetings?
nee na mbaa da nga koy fekk meeting yi council.
council meeting non first definitely du ma daan attend council meeting.
No, first
waaye léegi dama daan attend.
At the first time, I did not
If you are to
attend
advise council,
the council meetings, but later I do.
if you were to advise council and you do not attend meetings, how would you advise them?
nee na yow nekk nga ko xam ne yaa leen war a xelal su fekkee ne léegi doo dee fekkee seen meeting naka ngeen di xelale.
dama dee advice
Because the mayoress does not take unilateral decisions that will bind the council. The council have to have meeting.
Nena danga gis ne mayor mom danga gis ne decision sami wala advice sami du na nek lo xamne lolu la council di doye parce que council tamit ñom dañoo tok am sen meeting lu war lolu la ñoo def.
No, the council mayor does not have unilateral absolute decision-making process in council. There should be council meetings and resolutions passed there.
Nena kon mom si bopam mayor negut ko xamne amna wala lo xamne mom si bopam lu moy xalat wala lu mu wax lolu moy dox. Nena da nga gis ne fofu ñom dañoo meeting gis ne lu war ñu dal di bindante lu ñoy wax resolution.
So your appointment was to advise the council.
Nena yow sa appointment bi moy pour nga advise council.
In your first appointment you never advised council.
Nena te sa first appointment bi musulo advise council.
Man limu wax ne mayor bi moo dee jël décision man wax ma ne mayor bi moo dee jël décision man suma advice dama ko waxee la ne ko def leen lii ak lii Banjul soxla na lampa soo demee general council nga dem discourse ko fa soo leen d'accord ngeen mën a def loolu.
I have never said that the mayor have the final say or the decision or she is the decision maker. All I'm saying here is that as far as the mayors do have meetings with council. So as far as if Banjurians need something like street lights or something they need, I will advise her to say this is what Banjurians need. So whenever you go for meeting at council, you try to explain them exactly what they need.
I was just telling you that the mayors doesn't have the powers, the absolute powers to just make decisions for council. There should be deliberations.
Nena mom most part mungla wax negut ne nena ya ko wax mu ne mom mungla wax ne mayores bi amul doole wala amul doole bobu pour nga gis ne lu moy wax ne non la nit di doxé ñom dañoo tok meeting ba gis li mo war ñu dal di passanté ay resolution nena mom li la wax.
So going by your appointment,
nena so topé sa appointment bi wala sa lettre bi nga xamné bobu moy wala ne dañ la jël.
If you don't know what is deliberated in council,
nena su fekkee ne xam loolu ci council,
you will not be advising.
Nena dole muna advice.
So you are only focused on the mayors.
Nena yow dafa melni yow sa focus bi yeb wala yow fi nga jublu kep ci mayors.
And the letter says general council.
Te letter bi lu mu wax moy general council.
Man fogg na ne mom li mo wax.
I think what you are saying,
waxuma ne mayor bi dafa am doole pour def decision.
I don't say the mayor have powers to make decision.
Man suma advice.
For me, my advice
pour ñëw wax ko ne ko defal lii ak lii soo leen demee general council.
For me to tell her let you people do this and do this if you go to the general council.
léegi council yi sax dañoo ñëw ñu ma waxtaan ak ñoom itam ma aide leen du nekk ne mayor bi rek laa dee waxtaanal sax.
Sometimes councils they will come and I advise them not only
Again, I'm pleased to inform you that has been renewal on month-to-month basis effective 1st January 2020. The contract can be terminated by either party. Again, you were renewed, your contract was renewed to advise the General Council. Then you were given a consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
On the 1st of January 2021.
January 2021.
To expire on the 31st of December 2023.
Nena telo la fara expire December 2023.
3 years consultancy.
Nena nyeti at consultancy.
You recall this?
Nena munga fatale kuli.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were a consultant for council?
Nena kon danga nekon fofu consultant si council.
Man nekkuma consultant ñom ñoko bidé man advisor loolu la nekk.
I was not a consultant.
Not a consultant.
They wrote it like that, but as I said, I was an advisor.
But you signed it.
Then I didn't sign.
Abu mom d'accord na mistake la mako sign.
Yes, I agree, and it was a mistake. I initiated my signature there.
You signed that you were a consultant.
Then I danga sign one and a consultant.
moom sign naa ko boobu moom suma mistake la but I'm not advisor.
Yes, I do sign that. That was my mistake. But
so
I am an advisor.
dama ko sign then that was my mistake ne sign naa ko ne consultant la.
It was written and it was passed to me. I initiated my signature there already and I knew it was a mistake because I am an advisor.
So you are not a consultant?
Nena konne ko consultant.
Consultant man duma consultant pour advice rek lañu jëlone council.
So
the word consultant hinna ni ko bëgg interpréter pour di consult.
No,
I'm not a consultant.
I'm not a consultant.
Why would you sign a document to state you have expertise to do X, Y, Z when it is not the case?
Nena lu tax nga wara sign kayit li nga ne wone na ne li ak li mun nga ko wala mun nga ko def wala loolu nga nekk te mun loo ko amuloo benn xam-xam si loolu.
mun mistake la.
It was a
mistake. Accept suma side because
I accepted
dama te continue to advise me.
I was going ahead with the
man
advice.
noonu laa ko gisee woon.
That is how I saw it.
But you can read.
Nena waaye mun ngaa jàngal.
waaw mun naa read xam nga nit ki di nga read. waaye tam du ngee jum.
Yes, I can be able to read, but sometimes you can read but you get lost.
No, it depends on what the intention was. You are going to be paid for this.
Nena loolu des na si yow sa ene bi parce que dañ la koy fay.
waaye bii amul dara bi moo dafa intention ne dama intend ne waaw man consultant la.
But for this one, I don't have that intention. That
man dama teg ne continuation yi liggéey bi ñu ma doon jox.
I thought that
loolu laa doon sign man loolu tax ma sign ko.
the continuation.
But not because of consultant bi dama ko léegi non.
I thought that it was because of the job I was assigned to, a continuation of the said job. This is why I signed. But to be a consultant, no.
Let me read to you the consultant's agreement. In fact, can you please read the document? I have given you a document.
Nena jox na la kayit mun nga ko read. Ci kaw ñu dégg la.
What should I read? Lan laay war a read?
What should I read?
From the heading, the introductory part.
Nena si heading bi introduction part.
Consultancy agreement on advisory service to the Lord Mayor and the Banjul City Council.
Yes, please.
This is a contract for consultancy between Banjul City Council and Mr. Makumba Sane for the provision of unique, full-time, social, qualified, professional and technical competency and skills landed in Council to guide and adequately advise the Mayor of Banjul in respect of smooth operation of Banjul City Council.
So you see how you have been described here?
Yes.
Qualified professional.
Qualified professional.
Technical competence.
Technical competent.
Says Mr. Makumba Sane, the advisor on the other hand is a seasoned and experienced with both national and international exposure. Is that true?
Nena li ñu fofu le nena wax nañ ne yow Makumba Sane nekk nga ko xam ne da nga am xam-xam si biir fii ak si am xam ne xam-xam si biti la nena ndax loolu dëgg la.
Professional yi loolu moom.
Professional yi loolu.
mun naa ne am experience ak yaakaar rek moo tax waaye nag ne am professional technical.
Maybe for that to have experience and the trust, but to say I am a professional.
No, I'm not trusted.
He is well experienced in social management skills and networking to help in the performance and execution of the duties of the mayor and the council management team for better service delivery.
Nena tamit wax nañ ne am nga xam-xam bi nga xam ne mun ngaa jàppale council pour nga gis ne seen liggéey bi gën a yomba ak mu gën a nekk loo xam ne liggéey bu war la. Nena loolu tamit wax nañ ko si kay.
Your responsibilities are as follows.
Nena léegi yow sa warugal foofu mooy.
Chief advisor to the Lord Mayor of Banjul.
Chief advisor, Lord Mayor Banjul.
Advisor to the Banjul City Council's management and staff.
Advise Banjul City management and staff here.
Represent the Lord Mayor of Banjul on all projects that operate within council.
Nena nga represent mayor si projects yëpp yi nga xam ne ñu ko def wala mu ngi am opération si biir Banjul.
Represent the Lord Mayor on meetings.
Nena nga represent ko tamit si meeting yi.
Represent the Lord Mayor on issues of social and societal networkings.
nee na tamit nga représenté ko diggante mayor ak ñoo xam ne nit ñi ñoo xam ne ñi nga xam ne ñooñu la moo liggéeyal mooy social people yi nga xam ne ñu si dëkk bi.
Accompany the Lord Mayor on local and inter-regional tours and programs.
nga koy jàppale tamit di ko toppa wala di ko gunge nga ànd ak ñoom si local tours yi ak loo xam ne tours yi nga xam ne si biti la.
Become or contribute in the overseer market roles and responsibilities. We'll come to this.
nee na tamit pour nga gis. Finance.
Where necessary to beef up revenue generation.
nee na su nga xam ne su demee moo xam ne loo nga xam dafa am nécessaire pour nga gis ne naka la moo def opération nga xam ne tax yi nga xam ne wala revenu lay am.
Advise and help the CEO in staff reconciliation and peace building.
nee na tamit nga daal di advice CEO naka la mu yóbbee liggéey bi mu nekk jaama ak yoon bi nga xam ne liggéey bi mun na dox.
Help contribute in every area and operations of council that needs review and support to get the results delivered.
nee na tamit nga daal di ko jàppale fekk bi nga xam ne mun nañ seet naka la mbir mi doxee woon pour ñu reviewul ko tamit nga jàll di ko jàppale tamit naka la mbir mi war a doxee ñoom council leen seen liggéey bi.
All the responsibilities you are given.
nee na lii yëpp dañ la ko tegoon sa kaw sa wargal la woon.
If you look at, for instance,
nee na soo ko seetee.
you to oversee the market roles and responsibilities.
nee na pour nga mun a gis affaire yi wala xelal affaire yi marché bi nu mooy doxee ak wala responsibility yi fa nekk.
You were the overseer of the license unit.
nee na nekka yow tamit nekka nga overseer si license unit.
Correct.
nee na loolu dëgg la.
license unit nekkuma fa overseer dama doon help the acting license manager ñu ànd because.
I was not there as an overseer. What I was doing was that I was assisting them.
Because the CEO. bi ma liggéey ci marché bi as overseer market overseer.
When I was working at the market as an overseer.
daf mu ne ma the assistant the acting license manager. bul ngaa di assistaale kii because sa li nga liggéey fii ci marché bi doy na ma.
You can be his assistant because what you have done in this market is enough for me.
What have you done in the market?
nee na loolu defal si market bi.
marché bi dama dimbale di market manager.
I do assist the market manager.
bi ñu nekkee ci task force bi.
when we are the task force.
ñu identify pour gis ne seen zones yi.
For them to identify to see that that there are zones.
Targets you want to zone yokale.
The targets that they're supposed to have from the zones have been increased.
When were you the market overseer?
Then I can't market overseer.
2019.
I think it's 2019.
What was the revenue baseline at the market?
Then a Jamano
2018.
Jamano 2018 market research revenue baseline in Yatalawan.
Yearly 6 million law, if I'm right.
I think yearly 6 million per year.
Do you have evidence and data to show?
Then I'm got evidence will prove it.
No, I may want to feel why maybe I'm able to get it from the market manager.
I don't have it here, but if I go back to the market manager, probably I will get it.
Were you collecting revenue?
Then I'm only get revenue.
No, collecting revenue.
No, I was not.
You were collecting revenue with, I think, Pamulundau?
Then I only collect revenue. Yeah, can I Pamulundau?
No, I'm collecting revenue.
No, I don't collect revenue.
You worked with Pamulundau?
Then I live at Pamulundau.
Hand in glove.
You don't go liggéey.
Man maa ngi teg ne yaa ngi wax fi market bi moom su fekkee ne license la moom.
I think you are talking about the market. But if I talk about license.
The license, Pamodo is the acting license manager.
Pamodo was the acting license manager.
And
I accompanied with him.
Momo is invoice.
And for him, invoice.
Were you collecting revenue with Pamodo?
Then now I only collect revenue at Pamodo.
Man collect my revenue.
No, I don't collect revenue.
Were you issuing invoices with Pamodo now?
No, invoice,
yes.
How do they pay?
Then I nakala ñu won di fay.
Niñ dé fay ñom fona ci collectors lañ dé fay.
The way they were paid, I think they pay through the collectors.
See, your name had appeared several times.
Then I said to fay na ay your name.
in relation to license collection.
Nena chikaw license collection.
Investigations revealed that you have been with Pamodu on numerous occasions to collect revenue.
Nena investigations they wone na ne yaw sa bopa ak Pamodu da ngeen bokon ay yoon yu bari di collect.
The employees will refer to you as the overseer.
Nena te ñom ñi nga am ne employees yi dañ la dé wa ne overseer.
And that's a fact.
Ate loolu dëgg la.
You yourself, in your statement, I believe you mentioned that you were the overseer.
Yow tamit sa bopa si sa statement bi wone nga ne wala wax nga fa ne yow overseer nga.
Is that not true?
Nena ndax loolu dëgg la.
boobu man dama ko fa wax mistakenly market overseer loolu laa wax but pour license bi nekkuma overseer.
I have said that, but mistakenly I was at the market overseer, not the license overseer.
No, you were the overseer, my friend.
Nena da nga nekkoon overseer.
You were overseeing the trade license. It reads in the second page of your statement.
Nena da nga nekkoon overseer si license parce que soo seetee sa second statement bi am na fa kàr yi nga.
Second page of your statement.
Nena sa ñaareel bi si statement bi.
The first paragraph.
First paragraph.
Says, I have also participated in operational matters of the council.
Nena wax nga ne yow tamit bokk nga si operational matters of council.
Under the directives of the CEO.
li nga xam ne si kaw kàddu CEO bi.
And the Lord Mayor.
ak Lord Mayor.
Such as deployment to the market revenue collections.
Nena nga deploy la si revenue market collections.
In which I was able to increase the revenue in 2019.
te wax nga ne li tax na ba nga gis ne lempo bi nga xam ne ñu ko dee jël dafa yokku woon.
From 6 million to 10 million.
jógee ko 6 million ba 10 million.
Upon satisfactory of my impact on the revenue generations.
nee naa da nga gis ne satisfaction bi nga xam ne wane nga ko wala am nga ko si revenue generation.
At the market.
si biir market bi.
The CEO verbally instructed me to oversee the trade license unit.
nee naa foofa ko waxoon ne CEO bi daf la ko waxoon verbally pour nga oversee license unit.
In order to boost the council revenue.
pour nga gis ne council revenue mun a yokka.
And I can confirm the payment of honorarium allowance on the collections of trade license revenue.
nee naa boobu confirm nga ne am nga wala dañ la day fay honorarium allowance yi nga xam ne ci kaw license.
So you had these rules, you yourself confirmed these rules.
nee na yow sa boppa yaa taxaw wala yaa wax ne waaw lu am la woon.
Is that not the case?
nee na ndaa demeewut noonu.
boobu loolu is a mistake.
Yes, that was a mistake for me.
An overseer to license kii CEO biluma daf ma ne ma demal nga dimbale paamu.
That was a mistake from me because an overseer to the license I was not written. Because he told me verbally.
ba pare honorarium sax man duma ko dee collect license.
And the honorarium I never collected.
loolu si marché bi la.
That was at the market.
Nasane, do you want to advise the Director of Finance?
And advise Director of Finance.
You were to advise the Director of Finance.
Then yow danga war advise Director of Finance.
How can we advise the Director of Finance with no qualification?
Then yow naka ngay advise Director of Finance fekka amuloo qualification.
No qualification in finance, no experience in finance.
Amuloo benn qualification ci finance, amuloo benn experience mosuloo jaar foofu.
How can you advise the Director of Finance?
Nee na naka nga koy advise.
man léegi-léegi.
For me sometimes.
su fekkee ne for example dem naa maa ngi si marché bi.
For instance, if I go to the market.
ma gis collectors yi ñu ngi collect.
And I see the collectors are collecting.
ma gis seen zone yi ñoo collect.
And I see the zones they are collecting.
su ma gisee ne na zone bi dafa mag.
If I realize, I see that this zone is big.
dañ ne kenn nit mënu koo def.
And I realize that one person cannot be able to do so.
dinaa gis Director of Finance ma ne ko gëmuloo ne waruloo yokk ñaari collector fii.
There I used to see the Director of Finance and advise him that I think you can be able to put another collector there, make it two.
Mr. Sane.
Yes.
That is not a job. If anyone has to be honest to you,
and
if you have to be honest to yourself,
you have
a job in council. I wish I would not tell you this. I have to tell you.
waaye foog mu wax la ko.
If we are true to ourselves,
nee na suñu am nekk di dégga suñu boppam.
you and I know
ne yow am moom ñu xam ngeen.
not a job.
nee na lii du liggéey.
That council requires special attention.
nee na council bi nga xam ne am nañ wala dañ need am wala dañ soxla ay special attention.
There is structure in council.
nee na council am na nu ñoo doxee am na structure.
There's a finance director.
nee na finance director.
There's a market manager.
there is a market manager.
There are revenue collectors.
there are revenue collectors.
They are familiar with the zones.
ñoom ñëpp xam nañ zone bi.
If it is big,
su magee sax.
if a zone is big enough, if a zone is very big,
nee na zone bi su magee.
they know.
wala su rëyee dañoo xam.
If one person cannot cover a zone,
nee na benn bi su fekkee ne du mun a cover zone.
they know.
ñoom xam nañ ko.
You don't have a job.
nee na amuloo benn liggéey.
It's a hard fact.
nee na dégg la de.
Honesty is good.
nee na dégg la de.
man. su ma liggéey.
my work.
liñ ma offer.
what I was offered.
ma gis dara am ci xel.
to see something.
pour ne leen lii mun na leen a yokk.
and advise them to say this. advice
man gis naa ne lii.
you can increase your job.
su fekkee ne yokk bu ndaw la te jëriñ council bi.
if at all it's something that increase and it will help council.
liggéey la di.
yeah, that benefit is your work.
I'm telling you, there is already someone to do it.
nee na foofu am na koo xam ne pour mu ngi foofu pour liggéey pour def.
Someone is paid to do that.
am na ki nga xam ne dañ ko def fay lii mooy liggéeyam.
wéewuma loolu.
I don't deny that.
ne nit ñu ngi koo fay pour mu liggéey loolu.
that they are paying someone for that job.
So you don't have a job.
nee na kon amuloo liggéey.
You are also to advise the CEO.
nee na yow tamit ba léegi da nga nekk koo xam ne da nga war a advise CEO.
In staff reconciliation.
pour nga gis ne staff reconciliation.
And peace building.
nee na peace building.
What is staff reconciliation?
nee na lan mooy staff reconciliation.
pour jubale staff bi rek yu am harmonious relationship.
Yeah, just to make the staffs to have harmony relationship between themselves.
And how do you do this?
nee na naka nga ko dee def.
What is your TUR for this? What is your plan for this?
nee na lan mooy sa plan.
suma plan su fekkee ne dégg naa ñaar ñoo xam ne na xuloo nañ.
my plan is that if, for instance, if I have that two people quarrel.
ñoom staff bi léegi ñu am problème kii luy wax ak kii ma oo leen taaj leen waxtaan.
also they themselves have problems. I call them and talk to them.
So you had previous experience in conflict resolution?
nee na kon da nga am experience ci conflict resolution.
foog naa lu mel noonu jarul nit di am experience pour conflict resolution.
I don't think such things like that. I don't think it's necessary for someone to have experience for conflict resolution.
I agree.
nee na nangu na.
You know why I agree?
nee na lu tax mu nangu.
Because it's irrelevant.
nee na nekk na loo xam ne warut sax.
Again, it's not a job.
nee na te du liggéey.
People are not hired to be structure in council.
nee na council am na nu mu demee structure mu fa.
There are disciplinary measures in council.
nee na foofu am na nu ñoo yaree nit ñi foofu.
There are committees to address these issues.
nee na am na comité yi nga xam ne ñooñu pour loolu la su am loolu xewee dañu ko dee wax.
People are paid for this.
nee na am na ñu nga xam ne dañ leen dee fay pour lii.
You don't have a job, Mr. Sane.
nee na Sane de yow sa bopp am loo liggéey.
lead council. suma gisee ne lu ma suna defar la.
council bi sa bopp.
See how sad it is. That's all you can say.
nee na gis nga bi nga waxee nee na mbir mi lii rek nga mën a wax foofu.
It's very sad.
nee na dafa daw yaram.
I would have expected you to say.
nee na moom lu mu foogoon yow li nga war a wax mooy.
You are qualified to do this job.
yow am nga qualification pour liggéey def liggéey bi.
These are my experiences.
nee na wala lii mooy sa xam-xam yi.
This is my academic qualification.
nee na wala sa jàng bi nii la wane.
It's needed in council.
nee na pour loolu lañ soxla si council.
The vacancy is there.
nee na place bu
I applied for it.
nga bind ut ko.
These are my contributions.
nee na lii mooy sa yokkute wala lii nga bokk wala lii nga yokka.
You and I know
nee na yaa moom yëg ngeen wala xam.
none of the above
nee na lépp li nga xam ne wax nga ko fii.
were the case at the time.
nee na moo nekkoon foofu jamono boobu.
Apart from they are the ones who apply.
nee na sudul moom ñoom ñoo la wax ñu ne la joxal jëlal liggéey bi.
As an advisor, Mr. Sane,
nee na pour nga nekk advisor wala kuy xelal.
if you if they were to tell you to go and advise the finance director,
nee na suñ la waxee demal nga advice finance director.
you should have been honest to tell him, I don't have experience in finance.
nee na lu mu miin foofu mooy yow sa boppa war ngaa jub wala ngaa di wax dégg ne dégg man awma expérience boobu pour advice. fa nekk
Have been far more qualified than you.
moo mujj naa am qualification yow sa boppa.
So it's the other way around. He should advise you.
nee na mbir mi dafa mel ni other way around.
loolu
For that,
man waxuma ne dama am di expertise more than the finance
I
director.
never say that I have more experience or expertise more than the finance.
su fekkee ne loolu bindal nañ ko fa
If at all that is written therein,
advice finance director
to advise the finance director,
am na yoo xam ne gis nga ko nga ne yokk ci xel mooy li ma wax exemple bi léegi.
what I have said here, just to help to assist him, to advise him on something that will help him.
nekkut ne ñu ne advisory role la amee dama need disqualification laa war a am. man gisewuma ko noonu.
It doesn't. I don't think it like that. Although I don't take it like that. That I need to have this qualification so that I can be able to advise the director. Of
Mr. Sane, do you want Banjul City Council to be occupied, the various positions to be occupied by people who are qualified?
nee na yow sa bopp bëgg nga pour Banjul City Council place yi fa nekk ñi ko war a téye wala ñu war a nekk si place yi dañu war a nekk ñoo xam ne dañu am qualification.
waaw.
Yes.
So you think, you agree with me that the right thing to do is to have qualifications for this position?
nee na kon nangu nga si moom ne lu war wala si yoon ku nekk place bi ñu la jox da nga war a am qualification.
waaw.
Yes.
So it will be correct for you to start it with yourself.
nee na kon dafa war pour yow nga doore ko si yow sa boppa.
Because you have zero qualification.
Because yow sa qualification bi nga kawe si experience bi nga am. nekkut ne mu ngi laa yab wala mu ngi laa yab si sa life wala sa liggéey.
But in the service of the public,
nee na waaye soo seetee si liggéey public bi service public.
you have just agreed that you have to be qualified for something.
nee na yow sa boppa nangu nga wala wax nga ko fii ne nit ko war na nekk da nga war a am qualification.
You understand?
nee na understand nga lu mu wéy.
council. lead council li nga wax.
lead council war na am
nit ki pour ñu occuper various positions war nañu am qualification bi. loolu si council bi d'accord naa cee yow.
For people to have, before occupying offices, you need to have experience at council. For that, I agree.
Man suma advisory role.
For my advisor role,
su fekkee ne dafa waroon a am qualification.
if at all I supposed to have a qualification for that. But for me, the advice that I was appointed to help them,
experience.
There is no experience.
See social networking,
to make people together so that we can make the work easy.
Need a high qualification.
For that, I think doesn't need a high qualification.
If
at all it is needed to, and it happens I don't get that, but the mind that I was given by God and what I can do, that is what I can offer to Banjul City.
That is why it's not fair.
Then it's not fair.
You see, Mr. Sane, if there should be an advisor, let's say, to advise the police,
xam si police yi.
Not even a junior officer.
nee naa wu nekk mun na nekk junior officer
Because
sax.
you'll be advising the IGP.
because yaa ngi war a advise IGP.
Advising the commissioners.
yaa ngi advise commissioners yi.
We will expect you at least be in a position of a commissioner going up.
nee na at least nu mun ta mel yow sa rak war na nekk jógee ko commission dem ba ci kaw.
If you have to advise
nee na
doctors,
sooy advise doctors yi.
we expect you to have a similar experience.
nee na ñii lu ñooy foog wala lu wax mooy nga am similar experience.
If you have to advise mechanics,
nee na su fekkee ne fitaay ngay advice.
you must know what their work entails.
nee na war ngaa xam lan mooy seen liggéey.
Do you understand?
nee na gëm nga loolu nga yëg nga loolu.
So if you have to advise the finance director,
nee na kon yow sooy advice finance director.
you must have an idea.
nee na war ngaa am idea ni ñoo doxalee.
Exactly.
affaire liggéey bi.
So if you have to advise the CEO,
nee na su fekkee ne war ngaa advice CEO.
you must know what his job, what his TOR is.
nee na lan mooy liggéeyam lan la war pour def war nga ko xam.
Do you agree with that?
nee na nangu nga loolu.
loolu moom dëgg la waaye
it's true but
man the level you are saying
the level that you are saying
in technical term technically man awma that qualification.
for me I don't get that qualification.
waaye
but
si li ma mun a def
what I can be able
ak li ma mun a contribute
and what I can be able to contribute.
loolu moom def naa ko te am na impact foog na.
I have done that and I think there was an impact.
This is what I see.
nee na lii la gis.
The documents you have signed.
nee na kayit bi nga sign.
I go by the documents.
nee na su soo toppee kayit yooyu.
The consultancy service you were to provide.
nee na consultancy service yi nga xam ne war nga ko provide.
I know you have already said.
nee na waaw góob na te xam naa ne wax nga bi pare.
that you don't approve of this document even though you signed it is by mistake.
nee na pour nga sign kayit bi sa mistake la woon.
I'm just saying, I'm just going by what is stated there.
nee na mu ngee topp li nga xam ne loolu la ñu wax loolu.
These are not my words.
nee na loolu lu kaddu am ne.
These are words you have signed with the city council.
nee na yow ay kaddu la nga xam ne sa diggante ak ci city council yaa ko sign.
You understand?
nee na understand nga loolu.
waaw
yes.
Now, Mr. Sane, this is particularly concerning.
nee na société lii moom lu mu yéen a concern mooy.
because we have your statement of account.
ñu ngi am sa statement of account.
The one from GT Bank.
nee na bu jógee GT Bank.
and B.C.C Bank.
B.C.C Bank.
And there appears to be several huge deposits.
nee na te soo ko seetee ay xaalis bi nga xam ne dugal nga ko si compte yooyu xaalis bu bëri la.
When did you open your GT Bank account?
nee na kañ nga ubbi sa GT account.
war naa 2020 la.
I think 2020.
We will ask that you provide your full statement of account.
nee na nañ bëgg a pour nga provide ñu fi full statement of account.
But I have the statement of account starting from 2022.
nee na moom statement account boobu amee boobu mu dooree mooy 2022 xatim 2022.
Please confirm.
nee na nga confirm yow sax nga seet nga confirm ko.
Basic Bank.
nee na bu Basic Bank bi.
from 2020.
nee na jógee ko 2020.
Are those your statement of account for GT Bank and B.C.C?
nee na lii statement daal li sa compte la.
waaw
yes.
Are these the only two accounts you have?
nee na ndaa ñaari accounts yëpp nga.
waaw
yes.
May I please see? We apply to tender a GT Bank statement of account, the witness. to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit.
Council, okay. The B.C.C bank account, which is a savings account, covering the period 6th of January 2021 to the 5th of October 2023. The second B.C.C bank, which is a current account, covers the period from 23rd of November 2020 to the 5th of October 2023. These three statements of the account for the witness are hereby admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS/004.
As a commission, please. The Senate, how much were you earning? Your first contract says $20,000, correct?
And a consultancy for 28,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Why, was your salary or your allowance at any point increased?
Nena sa salary wala sa allowance amna jamono nga xamne dañ ko yok.
Gay amna time bu council yoké.
Yes, there was an increment by council.
For na ci lañ ko yok 35 fogna.
I think that was the time it was increased to 35.
But you are not a staff of council. Why would they increase your salary?
Nena why yow nekulo won staff council lu tax ñu lay ñu yok sa salary?
How much ñu yok li ñom ñoo yok ak ñu yokal.
I don't know why it was increased, because they make increment and they do increase my salary.
No, because you are their advisor.
Nena yow ya nekon advisor.
You should tell them that that's wrong.
Nena so waxe lolu du deug.
ñom
No, you should tell them that is wrong.
Nena yow la lay wara wax ne lolu du yoon.
ñom suñ ñëwé yok.
When they yokal, if they increase my salary, and my allowance was increased.
What?
You cannot advise them.
Nena lolé mëna advice lolu.
Lolu mo mënu mëna suñ mëne yokal nañ. Well and good.
Yeah, for that I cannot be able to advise them, because if I was told that my salary was increased, then that is good.
Then you local staff here.
And all the staff have increased.
You are not a staff.
Then a level of staff.
Do you know on what basis the staff were increased their allowance and their salaries?
Then on that basis we have the staff said salary we
Council I don't know the basis.
For that, I know it was increased, but I don't know the basis.
So now you see why I said you have no job?
Well, that's
part of your job.
To advise them. Advise them.
Council,
yes.
Hamulo Benadala, meaning Amulo Ligi. I don't hear you.
Please repeat yourself.
No, money. So, fake any I'm not sure how many. Hina advice lo or wahulo minute de hina amulo ligay.
It doesn't mean that if you don't advise someone or you don't advise him, that doesn't mean that you don't have a work.
But of course, the idea is you must have had sufficient knowledge to advise council.
Nina why warlu warla warga ham purunga set ne waru ham butoy purunga na advise council.
But it says here.
Nina lolu affaire bi wax fi.
The issue of salaries are very important. If you see them increasing the salary of the staff, or allowances of the councillors, you should be in a position to know whether that's proper or not. And you should advise them along those lines. If they increase your salary and you know you have a contract,
your
contract says this amount. They now pay you $35,000. You tell them that's wrong.
Allowance de yogare man bu mom su fekkee ne legally it is wrong kon ñoom moo ñu ko def.
Well, for that I don't advise them, but if at all they know that this is legally wrong, then they shouldn't be able salary wala allowance.
The procedure I don't know.
I don't know the procedure.
Then how can you advise them?
It's a
very important things
nee na lii nekk na loo xam ne lu am fayda la si council.
Or were you only concerned about your own increment?
nee na wala yow sa salaire bi sa yokku bi nga yokka boobu rek nga consider.
déedéet kay.
no.
But that's what you said.
nee na loolu nga wax.
You said they increase your salary, then well and good.
nee na dañ bi increase sa salaire loolu dafa baax well and good.
déedéet waxuma ne su fekkee ne man kenn increase ni man suma salaire.
I did not say alone.
dafa nekkoon a general increment.
That what I mean here is it was a general increment.
So ñu boole ma si.
That I was included.
But you don't know whether that was proper or not.
Naam.
But you don't know whether that was proper or not.
nee na waaye kon xamuloon naa loolu yoon la wala déet.
boobu xamuma ne pour man whether it was legal or not. su fekkee ne it was not legal then it was not okay.
Then for me at that time I never know whether it was illegal or legal. But if I told it was illegal, then it was not good.
But you have a contract.
Huh?
You have a contract.
Then I want contract.
And the contract states how much you should pay.
Then I take contract with dafa leeral ñaata lañ la war a fay.
And you are not a staff.
Then I take nekkuloo staff.
This you knew.
Then I loolu yëg na ko.
I know.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So even if there's increment, it's for staff of council, not you as a consultant.
nee na yokkata su fekkee ne am na wala xew na foofu pour yokka fay bi salaire bi nee na yow warloo bokka parce que nekkuloo staff yow consultant ka.
loolu moom dëgg la moom.
That is true.
waaye ñoo ma ko yokk ñoom suñ man dama foogoon ne su fekkee ne dañuy yokka across the board dama see bokk.
I think for me, I thought that if there will be a general increment, then I will be included.
If you were a staff.
nee na soo nekkoon staff.
dama tegoon itam su fekkee ne yow am contract mun nañ laa yokkal tam.
I thought it was even you are in contract, you need to be increased.
Then they should amend the contract.
Then contract with nee na dañ ko waroon a amend mooy bu wécci ko.
waaw loolu mooy dëgg.
Yeah, that is true.
This you knew.
nee na te lii xam nga ko yëg nga ko.
maa ko soog a xam nga lu nekk rek nit ki da ngaa jàng ci dara.
Because everything you need to learn now I know it.
That's why I said you're not qualified for this advisory role.
nee na lii moo taxoon buy njëkk bi sax mu daal ne la ne am yow ko amuloo qualification boobu pour nga nekk advisor.
di boobu nga ñàkk a xam dara warul ne na waruloo mun a nekk lii.
nee na to say you don't know nothing, that doesn't mean that you should not be this thing or this person.
You should advise the CEO.
nee na war dafa wax pour nga advise CEO.
Part of your role that they say you are qualified for is to advise the CEO.
nee na te yow sa rôle bi su fekkee ne am nga qualification bi mooy pour nga gis ne nga advise CEO.
Advise the mayors.
nga advise mayors.
waaw si experience bu ma am.
Yes, the experience that I have.
You already said you don't have experience.
nee na yow sa bopp wax nga fii ne amuloo benn experience.
So we are done with that.
non.
nee na loolu lañ dégg te loolu lañ ci.
Do you have experience now?
nee na léegi am nga experience.
aw ma qualification bi nga wax ne ñu ne pour.
I don't
experience in social networking ak pour dimbale nit ñi.
I don't have the qualification, but I have the experience.
the little experience bi ma am.
For social networking and the little experience that I know.
so loolu moom dama leen ko dee xelal.
For that I used to advise them.
The GT Bank.
GT Bank.
We have a deposit of $300,000.
nee na am nañ fa deposit bi nga xam ne $300,000. $300,000.
On the 24th of March 2022.
nee na 24th of March 2022.
Where did you get this money?
nee na xaalis bi foo ko génnee foo ko amee.
xaalis bi lii suma xaalis buñ ma fay la.
These monies were monies that
man maa ko fa deposit.
came to me.
li nekk si account li ma fa deposit yëpp.
These monies in the account that I deposited there.
suma xaalis suma raga man maa ko lebal xaalis man maa ko lebal 2.1 million.
Continue.
2018. The issue container from China.
She used to go to China and bring containers. When she came, she started paying.
So
the money that she used to pay, I take that to my account. I have never had account before.
B.C.C. account.
Because of B.C.C. I opened my account.
Because then so I'm account salary.
Because I was told that without account they cannot be able to pay you salaries.
So account.
So when I opened my account,
so
so whenever she come here, she do pay money to me.
You never had an account. Where was this 2.1 million kept?
Nena muso am account. Nena 2.1 million. Bobu foko tegon.
Man feel like just smile like buy. Man suma halis suma ñëwé.
Whenever I come here,
every year man dama day ñëw Gambia.
Every year I come to the Gambia.
Europe la dëkk.
I stay at Europe.
So suma ñëwé suma halis.
All the monies whenever I come,
feel like
I will leave it here.
You don't travel with 2.1 million.
Travel.
No, I don't travel with 2.1 million.
Yeah.
So, what can you show us?
Nena lolu nu na won
regarding number one, that you have given your sister 2.1 million.
Nena bu njëkk bi ñuy won pour wone ne joxe nga sa sister 2.1 million.
Man lolu mënuma leen won man fi la ko xone.
For that I cannot be able to see because I gave it to her here.
That's what I'm talking about. You had no account. When did you come back to Gambia?
Nena kañ nga ñëw Gambia.
Man
nga ñibsi
2017.
2017.
And the money was given to, let's say, in 2018.
So,
2018 nga lebaloon xaalis bi saaka. Yes.
So where was this money? This is $2.1 million.
Loolu suma la ko dimbul moom xaalis bi si la ko jël.
I left the monies with my mother. That's where I took the monies from.
If your sister is paying you, she'll pay you in cash?
Cash wow.
Yes.
How many times?
Nena ñaata yoon.
Loolu dinaa ko calculer because moom suñu every time dafa ñu feegum dama.
I need to calculate that.
Wow.
Because all the time whenever she comes, she do give me monies.
You know, 800,000, 200,000. Dinaa ko calculer te ma isi la everything.
I need to calculate it then after I bring it before you.
How much money did you have altogether with your mother?
Nena sa xaalis bi nga xam ne jox nga ko sa yaay yëpp ñaata la woon.
Boobu man maa ngi amoon 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 million.
2.5 million.
2.5 million.
ak fanaa 2.5 waaw.
Yes.
Ak some hundreds ni.
Waaw. On the 16th of November 2022, you also deposited $300,000 into your account.
Nena 300,000 boobu tam def nga ko si account 26th of
November 2022.
November 2022.
Right?
Wow.
Yes.
You had $50,000 in
$50,000
to the 1st of March 2023.
Nena $50,000 is 24th of March.
Yes, 2023.
24th of March 2023.
You see your basic bank.
In a basic bank.
28th of April 2021.
28th of April 2021.
$149,000.
$149,000.
The same month, $139,222.
Nena bena will be 139,000.
$222.
$22.
In 2021 alone,
In 2021,
you have 35,000 deposit, another 10, another 45. This goes on. So you have, and you were not making any withdrawals. You were depositing huge sums of monies.
nena soo ko seetee si sa compte bi doo dee génnee fa xaalis de waaye teg fa xaalis rek te xaalis bi fa dee dugal def day bëri.
In May, 184,000.
nena weeri May 184,000.
You have also the same May.
nena si benn May bi
194,000. Let me just read it. 194,000.
194,000.
Let me just read out.
Very well.
$202,669.59 buttons. The same you have in June. You credit your account $202,529.76 bututs, then another $25,000, then another $227,529.76 bututs. The list goes on and on. So you have had huge sums of money into your account. In fact, at some point your balance was $1,226,106. Then you credit your account further. So you have substantial deposits into your account, Mr. Sani.
Nena kon yow sa account bi li nga fa teg lu bari la de.
Li Council.
Yes.
yow li nga explain ni those credits yi am noonu.
The credits you are explaining.
Suma allowances salary maa fay si current account bi.
My salaries that were paid to my current account.
yooyu lañ dee transfer si saving account.
Those are the ones they transfer to my saving accounts.
You also have it says the current account.
waaw.
And I'm going to save a current account.
You also have huge sums of money that you have deposited into your account as well.
Nena boobu tamit soo ko seetee xaalis bu fa dugal nekk na xaalis bu néew du bëri.
si current account bi.
No, the current account.
loolu allowances salaries ak yiñ ma doon fay.
My allowance and salaries that were paid to me.
moom moo dee nekk si current account bi.
That is the one in current account.
so da ngaa gis ne from time to time.
When you see talking that from time to time.
moo dee add up.
That will be that is add up.
ma transfer ko ci.
And transfer it to the savings account.
Sani, you were tasked with the responsibility of overseeing revenue collection.
nee na dañ la joxoon tax mooy man bi nga xam ne yaa waa nekkoon overseas la tax revenue. Overseer.
Yes, of revenue collection.
Of revenue collection mooy lempo yu ñu jël yëpp.
You had no previous job.
nee na amuloon previous job wala jëluñ la employment.
As at the time you were employed as the advisor.
na jamono bi nga xam ne wax nga ko fii ne dañ la jëloon foofu liggéey waaye sa mooy advisor.
Before you were the advisor.
nee na balaa nga nekk advisor.
You were not having this kind of capital, this kind of flow.
amuloo woon xaalis bi.
Now you became the advisor.
nee na bi nga nekkee advisor.
You got your hands into contracts.
nga dugal sa loxo si contracts yi.
You got your hands into revenue collection.
nga dugal sa loxo si revenue collection.
And all of a sudden you were depositing huge sums of money into your account.
nee na bu yàggul nga dal di deposit xaalis bu bëri si sa compte bi.
If you cannot substantiate this.
nee na soo ñu mënut a leeral mbiri xaalis bi.
li kan I will disagree with you respectfully.
No problem.
man.
me.
Europe laa dëkk 30 years.
I live in Europe for 30 good years.
suma rakk yëpp maa leen yóbbu Europe.
all my younger brothers I took them to Europe.
Europe dama ko doon liggéey.
I was working.
every year damaa ñëw Gambia bi.
Every year I do come to the Gambia.
damaa isiwaale suma xaalis bi.
And I come along with my money.
di sampa suma kër.
I was erecting.
di dajale suma xaalis. I
have never had. I told my mother that you will be holding my money.
So because of so
if you tell me that this money is here,
respectfully I will disagree. Sorry.
Go ahead.
The monies that I have, I brought the monies here. My younger sister
container from China every time they go easy.
She used to bring container from China here every time.
Man bi mo ñëwé 2018 door di liggéey fi.
When I came 2018 I started working here.
Man lebal ko xaalis.
I borrowed her money.
Mané ko am.
Sane?
Naam.
Sane.
You can always disagree.
Then I don't yow tuune nga do nango danga wéri.
No, you can always disagree.
Then waxtu bu nek mën nga nek jamono bu nek nga dal di bañ ngay wéri.
I'm not sure you're getting the right interpretation. But what I mean is you should always be free to disagree.
nee na waxtu bu nekk am nga jot pour nga wéy.
And so there's no offense in that.
nee na waaw loolu lu toll amul benn sega amul benn offense.
All we want what is evidence.
nee na ñun luy soxla fii mooy luy wone lu ñuy evidence.
So when we come back we will proceed from there.
nee na suñ ñëwaatee booba danañ continuer fu ñu em nii. very well.
You rise.